Hello, how you going? It's Post VSG here for my week 42 update. It's been 11 weeks since my last update, very sorry. Anyway, I'll get right into it. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy on the 13th of January 2015. I weighed 100.8 kilos, my highest weight. I weighed 96.2 kilos, I think, on my surgery date, which was 2 weeks later. My surgery was done by Dr. Yong in Joondalup Private Hospital, Perth, West Australia. Yeah, so as I said, it's week 42, nearly 10 months actually. I'm like a week away from my 10-month surgery. So must mean it's been flying by. I didn't realise it had been 11 weeks since my last update. I'm so bad. I always thought I would never do this, but yeah, time gets away. Anyway, so numbers. So I'm just going to look down because I had so much to write and so much to remember. So last time I was week 31 and I was 68.6 kilos. And so now I am at week 42. I actually had a big loss this week. I had a loss of 1.7 kilos, but I'd actually put on 300 grams the previous week. So, but still, that's over a kilo loss this week, and that's very unusual. Usually I'm up and down at the moment. But anyway. So 62.3 kilos at the moment. That is 6.3 kilos or 13.8 pounds since my last check-in. And yeah, so that's actually pretty good. So at the moment in pounds I weigh 137.3. I will put the rest of the conversions down below for all my other weeks, so you can have a look and see my progress weekly, and I put that in kilos and pounds. So that makes a total loss of 38.5 kilos or 84.8 pounds since my highest weight. And I'm also only 2.3 kilos away from my goal. So very exciting. So close, so close. Anywho, so what have I been doing? I've still see my dietitian. I see her around about every 6 weeks. It ends up being by the time I get back to her. Usually either myself or her. We're supposed to see each other monthly, but one of us always reschedules. But I'm happy with 6 weekly. It's plenty. I find her really useful. I find her keeps me in check a bit better. And I also find she helps me really well with my food choices. Like I often will take in boxes or even a snack, or because snacks usually where I fall down, and so I take them in, and she, either tells me if it's good or a bad snack, or if it's bad, then eat it. Don't eat it that often, obviously, or even food guilt. Like she talks to me a lot about not feeling so guilty, yeah, with my food choices, which is good. I think that's yeah. What else? Oh, and obviously she helps my iron, as we all know, big bags of iron. Oh yeah, so last month in October, at 9 months, I actually went to make a video and I just could not do it for the life of me. I just could not find the time, but I had done my measurements. So I'm just going to read out my measurements. Now they're in centimetres, sorry peeps, so you'll have to do the conversions because I have no idea what's inches. So from my chest, from across here, so I've actually lost 27 centimetres. I did both measurements, both sides, and they're pretty much the same. But my right upper arm, I've lost 5 centimetres. 5 centimetres. My waist, 35 centimetres from my waist. I've actually lost 37 centimetres from my hips, which is huge. Like, yeah, I don't know. I guess you lose weight, but you don't understand. Anyway, my right thigh, I have lost 19 centimetres. And my right ankle and my right wrist have also lost 2 centimetres, which I thought I would never imagine I would lose weight from my wrist, which I thought was bizarre. The one thing I didn't measure, which I wish I had, was my ass, because it is gone. I have flat pancake bum. It's horrible. It's terrible. But anyway, I don't think we're ever going to be 100% happy with our bodies, no matter how much weight we lose, really. So what else? Oh, so the hospital I had my surgery with. When I first booked in, which was actually nearly a year ago now actually, they asked me to do a survey while I was there, and the survey talked about, obviously they took your measurements and stuff, why you're doing the surgery, and asked all those sorts of questions. One of the questions they asked you was what your goals were, so I had to list 3 goals for non-weight related goals for having the surgery, and they were to fit better in my clothes, and have more energy and feel better about myself, which I had actually forgotten all about this. I totally didn't know, you know, they asked you so much stuff I hadn't remembered. And then last month they actually rang up and did a follow-up survey, and so they asked all those sorts of questions, and they asked about my goals, and they said, I said, I don't remember what they were, and they read them out. And I was like, wow, yeah. I said, I have actually met every single one of those goals, all 3 of them. It was pretty amazing. I actually got a bit teary at the time. I was driving, and yeah, it was, I don't know. I guess you do this surgery a lot for weight loss, and you know, improve your life and stuff. But sometimes, yeah, I don't know, you just don't realise along the way how much you have achieved and how much your life has improved. And yeah, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I'm not very eloquent with words. But yeah, I didn't realise how much my outlook on life had changed in the last 9 months, well, nearly 10 months now. Yeah, it was a nice reminder anyway. So, anyway, moving right along, because I'd like to keep these under 15 minutes. So, October was huge. September was big too. September was flat out busy. That's why I did make a video. September is massive for us with all sports and stuff. All the winter sports finalise in September, and because we're involved in so many sports, both competing and whatnot, like and actually volunteering and stuff. We don't have a lot of spare time, including me. So anyway, so my husband actually had his surgery in October, which he recovered so quickly. I actually hate him a little bit for it. If you go back to my videos about my recovery, it was pretty horrible. I vomited lots. I was in a lot of pain. And I'm one of those people who I never admit I'm in pain. I never admit I'm sick, even when I am. I really am sick, actually. I don't like to be weak. And it was one of the few moments in my life where I felt really weak. And so, I like to think of myself as a stronger person in the relationship. So when my husband had the same surgery and came through in flying colours, I was out of hospital in 2 days with no pain, nothing. I was kind of pissed off. But good on him for doing it. But yeah, anyway, he's going on really, really well. And go be quiet. Shh, Mummy's talking. And yeah, so he's doing really well at the moment. He's obviously progressing slowly through his food stages at the moment. He's progressing a lot quicker than what he should be. But I've stopped arguing with him now. It's his own body now. So anyway, what else was I going to say? Oh, NSVs. So NSV lately, I've actually written a few down. My first one was netball related. If you watch my previous videos, I play netball. I won runner-up fairest and best for my team. I was pretty stoked. I've never won that ever before, ever. I always get coach's award or, most improved, stuff, those wanky sort of ones that my husband says that the coach just gives out because they feel sorry for you. But I'd somehow managed to get runner-up fairest and best, which means I got the second most votes for my team. I don't even know how, but it's awesome. Like, couldn't believe it. I was not expecting it at all. I had no idea at the wind-up that I was going to get that. My other NSVs were footy jerseys. So we had our big AFL grand final was on in October, just after my husband had his surgery. Actually, was the day he got out of surgery. And I actually, because my team in WA was in the grand final, they unfortunately lost, but don't tell him talking to me about it. But I bought a footy jersey, I actually bought it. I think they're men's, size small. But like, I've never been able to wear anything like that before, and it was so cool. Like, I actually picked it up thinking, oh no, there's no way that's going to fit, but it did, and it fit really well. If you follow me on Facebook, you'll see the photos. If you go back a month or so, you'll see the photos of that. The other day I went to a concert, went right at the front. It wasn't really a big concert, it was a band at a pub. So it's not really a concert, but anyway, you get the idea. Yeah, and I went right at the front, and I just have a lot more confidence now, I think. And yeah, and I'm not afraid to be seen. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think it does. Oh, I brought bathers. I brought bathers. And they've actually put them on lay-by because I'm not 100% on yet, because I just don't know. I don't know what clothes fit me at the moment, but I bought bathers. I haven't swum at the beach yet, and they're still on lay-by, so I'll pick them up soon. But and it's not been hot enough, not anywhere near hot enough to swim. But that's very exciting anyway. And my other one, my Halloween costume. So it was Halloween last week, as you all know. And I've actually got some American friends, and they actually put on a Halloween party. So I dressed up and stuff. And I dressed up and did trick-or-treat with the kids. And my sister took the kids trick-or-treating, and I stood at the door and handed out lollies and stuff for the kids in the neighbourhood. And yeah, so if you're on my Facebook, you'll see me dressed up. And I dressed up in something that wasn't black. It wasn't black. It was actually a minion, so it was yellow and blue. And yeah, and I actually felt confident. I felt good. Yeah, it was just awesome. It was so good. So yeah, it was, yeah, good. And the other thing I was going to say is this, like, I don't know if you can see it very well in this video. Can you see that? That's my collarbone. You can't really see them. Anyway, maybe because I'm sitting, but they poke out. And that's pretty cool. I remember watching all the videos back, you know, obviously at the beginning of my surgery or even before, and then watching everyone else's and seeing that collarbone there and going, oh God, I so want that. I really want that. And I was saying to my hubby when I was getting ready the other day, and I said, oh my God, I've got a collarbone, I've got a collarbone. And he goes, yeah, that's been there for ages. No kidding, had not noticed. And yes, that's fantastic. I was pretty happy about that. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, and I plugged my weight in this week to the weight app that I use, and it shows down the bottom, it shows your BMI, and I'm normal BMI. So that, yeah, it's pretty amazing. It was pretty cool. I don't even know when that happened. It must have happened when I hit 62, I think. But yeah, so no, it's pretty good. I was pretty stoked about that one. What are you doing? Anyway, I'm gonna go. It's my toddlers everywhere. Say hello.
Hello.
Cheeky. Alright, anyway, hooroo.